that boy going to jail, boy. He about to be put under the jail, death penalty. Put him in the chair. More students took the stand today. Carmelo Anthony's trial continues with testimony from another teenager who says Anthony refused to leave, became very aggressive, and used profanity at the student athletes in the Memorial High School tent when they asked him to leave. They tried to make Austin the aggressor, but it was Carmelo. Austin was the one in self-defense, baby. Let's get into it. Prosecutor Bill, was this self-defense or teenager? This was. The witness is a 16-year-old who said Anthony sat down next to him in the team tent and he thought it was weird because everyone knows they are supposed to be in their own tents. Prosecutor, what did Carmelo say? The teenager says he wasn't leaving and said profanity. The prosecutor asked, what did Carmelo do? The teenager said he was starting to get more aggressive. He's the aggressor. That boy going under the jail. Bill, what does he say next? F you all. I'm not going to leave. You're all a bunch of... Oh, that boy going to jail. This is freaking premeditated. The teenager then testified that Austin took the lead in trying to get Anthony to leave, and Anthony put his hand in his backpack and said 5 times, touch me and see what happens. That's first degree right there. And y'all can't say he should have got a teacher, coach, or something because the coach told him to be the leader and do that. So he had the right to tell him to leave. The teen testified that Austin was calm. You see, he was the calm one. Carmelo was the aggressor. And said he was not going to touch Anthony. See, the white guy was the good guy. Man, the wannabe thug was the aggressor. Now, Bill said, what did you see during the... Teenager said, you saw a big hole and blood coming from the upper body. Bill, at some point, did you decide to unfreeze and do something? The teenager said, yes, he had a... So we ran to the left side of the field. I heard Xavier say, Austin looks... The teen testified that Anthony didn't belong in the tent and he was told to leave multiple times, adding that everyone knows teams stay out of other teams' tents. He said that Anthony was provoking the situation. First degree. Capital murder. Let's up the charge. Death penalty. You don't do that because you're a racist black boy. When you tell him to leave, what does he do? Teenager, he doesn't leave, he gets angry. Ooh, aggressor. And tries to provoke us, saying, make me leave. Aggressor. That boy getting thrown under the jail. Them Aryans gonna have fun with him. The teenager talks about how Austin got up and walked over to Anthony after Anthony became aggressive and refused to leave and gave him just a little push like, hey man, leave. That's it. That was it. On the shoulder area, man. That was it. That was it. Ah. They don't teach little black kids to fight no more. He also said Austin meant a lot to him, and he's been in counseling since this. The teen testified that Anthony said there was something in his backpack and there was no reason for Anthony to have done that to Metcalf. That is premeditated. Was Carmelo Anthony acting in self-defense? Teenager said, nope, that's lethal force against non-lethal force, and he is correct because this boy had anger issues because of his father, and I bet you his father drove him there. That's just my guess. Or it was a gang initiation. That's what other people are saying. So the prosecutor, what did he do? What did he say next? He started getting more aggressive. F you all. I'm not gonna leave. You're all a bunch of pussies. He is done. That boy is done for.